suitably drunk and heckling and all sorts. But no, it was good. It was a nice night. We went to a restaurant called the Angry Crab Shack. So it's like, you know, you order a bucket of seafood with a certain flavour and a certain spice level, and then they like jiggle it and then pour it on the table, and then you just like have at it. Yeah, the only issue is they give you gloves to eat. What the hell? No gloves! There you go. You put that down on your list of times you scared mommy. Oh. Fucking hell. Did you see him just pull out from inside?
Like a haunting.
Well done. Yeah, I'll put you on the podcast for that one. Yeah.
You don't know what his face looks like coming out of the dark. Oh my god. Oh.
He touched my leg. That's how I noticed, because he touched my leg.
Oh god. Oh.
Yeah, I'm hot. I take off my jumper.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Not Even Real Housewives, though. We are here. We now have an age gap. You're officially older than me.
Fuck off. That's just mean. Oh, so depressing. I thought I was fine, and then I just wasn't. I was like, I'm so old.
Have you got any words on the street for me?
None, absolutely none.
None?
Oh, well, apart from Tom Sandoval has a podcast out.
Tom Sandoval has a podcast out. We're all going to listen and hate ourselves.
Well, I think we should nominate one person to listen and then do a recap.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then he doesn't get the streaming.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I think it's finally his PR team or whoever he is working with has finally woken up and realised that he's going to catch more flies with leaning into who he is as a person and accepting the fact that he's the villain and he's done wrong than going on this tip of, I didn't do anything, it was just a
guy following my heart.
I didn't realise I put my dick in someone else was such a big deal. But yeah, I think the name of the podcast is clever. I think the concept is pretty smart. I mean, good. I mean, hats off to him. I just want him to pay his mum back. I just want him to pay his mum back.
Yeah. Can we do a direct streaming fee to his mum?
Yeah, his Patreon should go to his mum.
Yeah, that's correct. Dear internet, if you're listening, sort that out, please.
Yeah. Oh, I do have words on the street, actually, after saying that. John Jansen's son got arrested for...
Yeah, something. Vandalism?
Yeah, intoxicated behaviour in the streets or something.
Did you see that Cher paid someone to kidnap her son?
I did, but he is a crackhead, so I think that is acceptable.
I think it's acceptable just on Tuesday. It's just wondering how much that cost for a few days.
Yeah, to take him to rehab, right? They kidnapped him.
Yeah. I think
She's
it's not really
some issues with her
kidnapping,
kids,
isn't
doesn't
it?
she? It's the definition of kidnapping. She took her kid.
But is it just making the right decision overall?
Yeah, I think so. It must be hard being someone like Cher's child, though, isn't it?
God, I would have thought so.
Yeah. Her other child's all right, isn't he?
I'm not sure if I really ever knew that Cher had children.
Yeah.
It seems a bit human.
I think she had one with, what's his face that beat her up?
Stunning.
Yeah, and then I think she had another one with someone else.
Which was the crackhead?
The one with the other person, surprisingly.
Oh, well, she knows that, Peckham.
Yeah.
I think we should have a little round of applause for the costume team on Dancing with the Stars. Have you seen clips of
Ariana's dress
in the revenge dress? Very clever.
And the set as well is yeah, very smart.
Someone knows what they're doing.
Absolutely.
But we're burying the lead here because isn't the word that Jenna Lyons is engaged?
Yeah.
That's the story.
I'm upset. It's ruined my day. I thought I had a chance with Jenna Lyons. I really did. I added her to my hall pass list, everything. I was planning the trip to New York just so I could like spontaneously bump into her.
It's worth a try.
Absolutely.
I mean, no papers are signed yet. You've got time.
I have got time. I would sign a prenup too.
You're
And
good.
an NDA.
Excellent. There you
Yeah.
go. Public
Yeah.
service announcement.
Absolutely. Oh,
so this is a short time frame because she was single at Christmas. And now she's
was it
engaged?
Christmas this year or was it Christmas last year? How long have they been filming this for?
Oh, that's a great question.
Because they were doing the whole revamp, weren't they? So we don't know how long they were filming before they were actually announced as Housewives.
Yeah, okay, potentially 18 months is more acceptable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is actually like 21 months or something.
But when you know, right?
I guess. I gave it 11 years before I got married.
Yes, but you were a child. So you were sensible.
Yeah, I think you should have to take a test, I think, before you get married.
What kind of test?
Like, I think you have to assemble IKEA furniture together and do a road trip.
Oh my God, I just had a flashback from Monday. We were talking about this. So it was my friend is moving in with her boyfriend and they've never gone to IKEA together. And I said, that's a rookie mistake.
Yeah.
Like,
that's part of the test. I think you have to drive to an IKEA that is at least 3 hours away,
yeah,
go round together, buy something, take it home and assemble it. And if that goes fine, you can get married.
Yeah, absolutely. Agreed. Before we get into it, I want to know, who is Andy Cohen going to fuck?
So yes, hold on. Let me find my stats. Hold on.
I'm very curious about this, listeners. I'm really excited to hear what your thoughts are on this.
Right. Oh, so I've got there's the top three.
Oh.
Second and third place are a tie.
So how are they second and third then? Aren't they
Well,
just
then
joint
they're
second?
joint second or joint third. I never know how it works.
Joint second.
Joint second. Are you going to guess?
I haven't got a clue. I genuinely haven't got a clue.
Okay, joint second is they're quite different personalities.
Really? Okay.
Heather Gay,
Oh.
Cynthia Bailey.
How'd you go from Cynthia Bailey to Heather Gay?
It's just different people's opinions.
No disrespect to either of them.
But coming in as a strong first place.
Yeah.
Jenna Lyons.
Yeah, I can see the Jenna, but I think they're too similar.
Yeah, I
and
think that is
Andy.
the issue, isn't it? Like, they're both a slightly dominant New Yorker.
They'd both want to be on top.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily know that would work out well.
No, there might be some fighting.
There might be some fighting. However, I think out of those three, I think Heather Gay would give him the best time.
Yeah, I think she like is a diligent pleaser. You think?
Yeah. I just think that she would be so
Keen.
Yeah, to have like Andy Cohen wanna fuck her, that she would she would go above and beyond. She
looks like she goes above and beyond all the time. She just looks very keen.
She does. She'd like want to do butt stuff. She'd be Oh, speaking of which, have you listened to Bryn on Lala's podcast? I
haven't. You said it was good.
The opening 6 minutes, I had to sit down. I was cleaning my bathroom.
Oh, fun.
I got my pink stuff out. I had my marigolds on. I was loving life. And I had to put the toilet seat down and take a minute. Like, I had to sit just, it caught me off guard.
Really, Lala, I can imagine, might be a bit competitive.
And throw in the co-host, who knew she had it in her? She was, talking about aggressive. Listen, I'm gonna spoil it for you, but literally all you need to listen to is the first 6 minutes.
Okay, good.
The rest is good too, but the first 6 minutes.
I'm not sure if I believe Lala.
What about how sexual she is?
Yeah,
fair.
I just think the nails are really inhibiting.
But she doesn't have to do anything with her nails, does she?
I think if you're
Oh,
going to be a team player, you should be doing something with your hands.
yeah, but like, I know. Oh, there's. I just remembered stuff they were talking about. Ugh.
Okay. Maybe
Yeah.
we should move on before you are
Well,
sick in your
it's
mouth.
like the thing I don't do that everyone else thinks I'm crazy that I don't do.
Oh, okay.
And there was like gargling and just, I'm telling you, I had to take a seat. It caught me off guard. I was not emotionally or physically prepared for. It was just like, and there wasn't even an intro. Like there wasn't even like it was just like straight in.
There's
So,
no
like,
cum trigger warning.
no come to nothing. Maybe there wasn't a description. I just missed it. I don't know.
Cool. Right, should we talk about New York?
Yes, let's.
So we get right
Jump
back
off.
in at the fight between between Erin and Uber.
I have a lot to say.
Tell me your thoughts.
My thoughts. It's no different to last week. Erin is very much standing in the corner, giving it large, and then the moment Uber stands up to her or comes up to her or basically offers her out, she starts to cry and call that she's intimidated and she's scared, and she's never had an altercation like that in her life before. She's never been spoken to like that in her life before. But in the same breath, says that she rough and tumbles with her 5 or 10, 1,500 siblings or whatever it is.
700 brothers.
And like, but that's who they are and that's how she is, and she's chill, but she's never been spoken to like that. Yes, Uber should never have put her hands on her. I do agree with that. But I also feel like because it was Erin, I don't give a fuck. If it was anybody else, I might be slightly more like, oh, Uber was out of line. I think Uber should have slammed her face in the wall, personally.
I mean, she might as well. She's gone that far. I found it really hilarious the way she's like, oh, I have to like be in touch with my family. Like, but you did leave the phone in the car.
Twice. And that's the thing. It was like, Uber, don't make me go to bat for you. Like, I will go to bat for you about this whole situation. We all want to
agree with you.
But come on.
Just stop being fucking hopeless with the phone.
Do better. Like, she has me screaming that she should have fucked Erin up, and then she loses her phone again. Like, it really pissed me off. But like the whole time when Erin's sitting with Jenna, when they're at Elvis's bar, or when she's walking out, when she goes to change into her swimming costume after she's had the conversation with Uber.
She changes like 75 times that day.
Or when she's in the little Moki truck things. By the way, I want one of those. They look like a Barbie dream car. I'm desperate for one of those.
They look fab.
Could you imagine us cruising around the streets of Essex? Yes, please.
The thing is, we get really dirty.
We would get
it's all like sand and sun. It's fine.
True. Except for when they were driving, because Jessa was sopping wet on one side, which was hilarious. But like all the time she's walking, what's her name? Erin's walking around, sitting on the sidelines. She's saying, I'd want to drop kick Uber in the pool. She can't believe that Uber's done this to her. Uber's a bitch. Fuck her. This, that, and the other. And then as soon as Uber says anything to her, she plays the innocent white girl victim. Fuck off. No, I'm done. I'm angry. And I just don't start none. Won't be like, don't come at me and then expect me to not come back. Like, just don't.
The thing
like
that
Uber
I found...
said, you know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's the thing I found most like abrasive is like, and it shows Erin's like used to getting all of her own way, doesn't it? Like, because she tells her what to do, as opposed to saying like, you did this and I didn't like it, or I don't like this, or but like, do this. And she says, don't tell me what to do. And I'm like, that's a fucking flat. Like, I would see red if someone starts I can't bear being told what to do.
Me and you were in an argument, and you stormed off from the lunch, phoned your dad and lied to him, by the way. Then tell him one piece of truth about what actually went down, because she phones daddy. She's a big hardback 35, 86,
it's that
102-year-old woman.
Because her dad says like, I think her dad came off much better than I expected him to.
Oh, because if my kid rang me and told me that side of the story, I'm like, well, did you fuck her up?
And he doesn't come across as like particularly solid, does he? Like,
oh no, he's he's dodgy.
Yeah, but I was like,
not in a bad way.
with what he's been fed in this story, he's done very much the right thing.
My reaction is if my kid comes up to me and tells me something happened or someone did something to them, I'm looking for them. Like, I'm not asking questions. I'm looking for the other person. Like, especially if they're 37, 45 or 102.
23.
And they're sitting there on the phone crying to me from a vacation. I'll be like, you're a grown-ass woman with kids and a husband.
It's that, isn't it? Like, you can't handle just having to be in charge of yourself for a few days. You're fucking crying.
I can't. And then Uber come. Fuck off. She spoke to me like, no, not today, Sayan. Nope.
I do think Uber is, like, she's completely fucking lost perspective of it all.
Oh, 100%. I don't agree with any of this argument. I think it's all ridiculous. But I just don't like the way Erin is trying to play the victim.
Yeah.
When she's throwing shit from every angle, but then as soon as it's face to face, like, but you know what I mean? Like, at least with Uber, but then, I don't know, based on what Jenna said that she didn't know Uber had that side either until Uber switched on her because she invited her around without glam.
Yeah.
But that's a work thing for Uber, isn't it? Because she's a model. She can't be on TV looking beraggled. Is beraggled a word? Because I'm using it.
Not. Bedraggled or Fraggle?
Oh, Fraggle Rock. Do you remember Fraggle Rock?
Fucking loved Fraggle Rock.
Great show.
I really specifically remember the little things, like there were the sideshow that were building something out of clear plastic. Them guys. Those are the guys.
I just like the way they walk. Fucking love Fraggle Rock. Oh, Snuffleupagus, Fraggle Rock is a whole situation. But anyway, that's my thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, I think I fundamentally agree. Erin has so many opportunities to not look like such a dick, and yet she just swerves left on all of them. I love the idea of leaving and then just having to go back to the other side of the same bar. And then play Connect 4. It's like the saddest.
Although Giant Connect 4 is epic.
It just doesn't scream Caribbean.
It's not the same as
Limbo.
Limbo. Yeah, that's what I couldn't think
How
of.
bad were they at Limbo?
I can't Limbo.
I mean, I haven't tried for a long time, so I imagine I'm also terrible. But I think when I was younger, I was quite good.
Yeah.
Culturally in there.
I'm having visions of Monday night. I think I was trying to like drop it like it was hot in a club like I'm 25.
You just get down and realise your knees giving up.
I was like, I am not making the stallion. I need to get back up and stand upright. Me and Cardi B are not friends. Yeah. Anyway, so what else happens in that episode? Erin does more shit. She throws Bryn under the bus multiple times.
Everyone like has this realization that Erin is the gossip, don't they?
She's a shit stirrer, yeah.
And then I was thinking,
is fine. I'm okay with that. I just want to go on the record and say, I watch Housewives for this reason.
Yeah, but don't be precious.
Yeah, I watch Housewives because they're obnoxiously rich and I love it. And I don't care that Lisa Barlow talks about how much stuff costs. I mean, it does aggravate me, but that's why I watch it. And I also watch it because I like people being messy, but you have to own your messiness, like embrace it.
Yeah, I agree.
Just be like, yeah, I said that. So what? I was trying to start shit.
Yeah, that's the job, is that?
Yeah.
And that's because if Uber isn't doing this, what is she doing? What is she bringing?
Uber's not bringing anything.
Exactly.
She's not. She's funny, but
there's plenty of funny on this show.
She's not doing what her cousin did she?
No.
Like her cousin delivered the minute she was on screen.
Yeah. I thought I liked Sai more in this episode.
Yeah.
I think she looked fun, like she genuinely seemed fun at the bar and she was having a good time, and like when she was talking about the like angry black woman cliche, I thought it was very balanced for her to be like, that's really valid, but it's not really in this situation necessarily the most fair comparison. I was like, yeah, that's very balanced. This is
But
good.
but that's the thing as well. It's like, I think it is hard to have those conversations sometimes when you do have to say to someone who is black and being angry that you
Like,
are actually
yeah,
taking it too
this
far.
is not an incorrect labeling right now.
Yeah, you've gone too far.
Um, I liked how everybody kept forgetting Jessel. Why is she so forgettable?
Did he even give her a joke? Or did he think she was a child? Like, what was happening? Oh,
And yet when they're on the little buggy and she
her
starts telling
list.
people about her list, and it's the taking of notes, isn't it?
Was
Like,
it upset me
babe,
once and it's a mental note? Upset me twice and I write it on my phone? Oh, I mean,
but then don't come and tell me you're fun.
that's a
You've made
boss
a
bitch move
fucking
though.
list
Come on, that's a boss
of
bitch
things that
move.
pissed you off. That's not the moves of a fun person.
I
Bryn
know, but
doesn't have a list.
that's a boss move. I'm here for it. If someone in our friend group said, I've compiled a list of every time that you've pissed me off and all the things you said, I'd be like, do you know what? You're gangster. I'm here for it.
Print it on a t-shirt, send it to me. I'd love to see.
Yeah, like, cry me a river, bitch. But like, I would love to know because I'm sure I've upset loads of people.
No.
I know.
But
Oh,
then Jessel tells everyone that she's funny. She says something that is vaguely funny, and she's like, "I'm funny." I'm like, just be less keen.
don't try so hard.
Yeah.
She does try really hard, doesn't she?
Yeah, and it doesn't. Why does it not come off?
No, the one thing that really annoyed me about Jessel and Erin as well, which is a bit of a side note, is they were all the same sunglasses the whole trip. That really aggravated me.
We're looking for a multiple sunglasses arrangement, are we?
I mean, I wear multiple pairs of sunglasses a day in this country.
Okay, good.
Like, I just, I don't know. Sunglasses are kind of like, I don't know. I like to change up my like. They're not a thick black pair of Pradas does not go with every outfit.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I just feel like when you're changing your handbag as much as they're changing their handbag, change your
Yeah, I mean,
sunglasses.
Erin had 7 outfits on that day.
Yeah, and she wore the
Yeah.
same pair of glasses.
I tried to get some. I was at the optician this week, and the whatever they're called, optician salesperson and I was like, I just want new lenses in my frames, and they were like, okay. I was like, no, I'm not. This is not negotiation.
Yeah,
I know I don't like any other. I'm very picky.
yeah,
I like these frames, and he was like, oh, you can't get these anymore. I'm like, no, I know that. That's why I want these frames, but with lenses that make me see.
yeah.
He looked slightly taken aback. I was like, mate, what makes me think that? Why would I take your style advice? You're a fucking optician. Like, in the what lens I should have? Absolutely, I'm fully here for your recommendation. I don't want. You're the best person I know to take pictures of the back of my eye, but your opinion on what fucking glasses I should wear, I do not want. Nah. These are very popular. Right, I want those even fucking less. I don't want to look like every other fucker.
I guess imagine you looking at the guy like, what?
Excuse me?
Like, sorry, pardon? Shut the fuck up.
Run along.
Mental image I needed for the rest of my evening.
It's very personal, I think.
What, your face? Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think that like I just thought would you say this like as an older middle-aged man to like women about like what underwear they should wear? Like, no, you wouldn't. Just fuck off.
No.
So we find out that Bryn was going to be a
10 hours a week.
doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but she works 10 hours a week doing what?
PR.
Yeah.
She has a niche.
What's that mean?
That is
like, I know what a niche is, but what does that mean her job is?
I think she sells sex toys. I don't know.
I genuinely don't think I know what PR means.
Well, she gets people publicity. So like, so say like you're releasing a product or something, or you're doing like a shoe line, she will be the person that you use to contact the magazines and newspapers, all the like all the big people in the industry to get them to try your product, to sample your product, and then to write about it. So she'll create the buzz. So that's what PR do, because it's like, it's in that, to get people to talk about your shit. It's not what you know, it's who you know, isn't it?
Yeah.
So she has all the connections and has all of like the insider information on.
Okay. And she
So
does
she
this for
can,
10 hours a week, and it supports her lifestyle. I mean, that does
yes.
sound easier than being a doctor.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean,
But
good
like
for
I
her,
said,
I suppose.
Uber said that she was really smart, and I just wasn't expecting that. But then I think that she can behave the way that she behaves is because she is smart.
Because she
You know,
can
like I
back it
said,
up.
yeah, like
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting. I also, on Bryn, love Pebbles as a stripper name for her. I think that's fucking genius.
I think she should be Bam Bam, not Pebbles.
But Pebbles is like is more the right colouring, isn't it, for the hair?
Yeah, it is.
Bam Bam's
Yeah,
like a platinum blonde.
he is. Do you think she is? I don't know if I'm getting this term right. Is it queer baiting with Jenna?
Uh,
A lot of people seem to think that she is, and I don't know if that's what. I don't think it's that deep.
I don't think she sees gender so much as she sees checkbook.
No, so you think she's actually flirting with Jenna?
I don't think. No, I think she's doing it for telly.
Yeah.
But I
And
think a lot of the time when she's actually flirting, I don't think she's really flirting. Like, I don't think she's doing it for like sexual interaction. I think it's just attention.
yeah. Because she did say that, didn't she? Like every time she like was in court and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
as a kid,
yeah.
and
Do the
like
razzle
she turned it
dazzle.
on, and then it's like she got more
Yeah.
of a response. That must be hard.
Was that when we then had the really, really sad and painful story about how Erin was teased for having a big jaw?
Long Jaw Silver. Good work. Whoever that kid is, that was good work. That wasn't a lazy nickname. I appreciate that. That was fantastic. But that's the other thing as well. Like, if she was mercilessly bullied for the length of her jaw, surely Uber being in her face isn't going to be a big deal.
Is she mercilessly bullied? I mean, maybe it's not right, but everyone's a little bit like slightly. Everyone gets called something at high school. It just depends how much you're going to let that define you and come with you, doesn't it?
My name rhymes with Fanny. It wasn't as creative as Long Jaw Silver. Long John. What was it?
Long Jaw Silver, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't as as creative as that. But then obviously that's why she's had all the work done on the face, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. She seems a bit fragile, doesn't she?
A little bit.
Like, I mean, anyone who's ringing their dad in tears at 35 because somebody shouted at you, it's a bit much, isn't it?
I think my dad would hang up on me.
My dad would be like, what would you like me to do?
Yeah.
I'd be so confused. I'd be like, what is the question?
Yeah. Why are you calling me? Like, what is going on? Yeah.
So then we get into the parenting conversation, and Jenna really spins this, I think. Because she says she hasn't sent her what it sounds like she's saying is that she hasn't sent her kid to private school. But what she's actually saying is she hasn't sent him to private school in Manhattan.
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah. In the city is what she said. My favorite
because she sent him to like Brooklyn.
Yeah, maybe, or like Connecticut.
I think it's not far.
No. My favorite one is Jessel sitting in the background agreeing, saying it's horrendous that they're all privileged when you're trying to spend $62,000 a year on preschool. Fuck off. We see you, bitch.
Yeah, absolutely. But then Jenna kind of fesses up and she's like, I'm trying not to spoil him. Like, not that hard.
No. How did she look good in that long sleeve t-shirt?
Yeah, that's just defying, isn't it?
It's not right.
It's not right.
There isn't anything that woman can't wear.
I wonder what the upsell. I hope Elvis has like got an internet shop. I
Yeah,
hope you can, because I bet his sales of those t-shirts would go through the fucking roof.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Um, so Uber says sorry to like everybody else and like the staff and everyone. He's like, I'm sorry to think. And then
They're loving it, aren't they? The men are just standing around casually pretending like they're in the kitchen, but they're absolutely 1000% watching the beef that's happening outside. They are loving it.
I liked all of Jenna's like side conversation about getting pudding.
Yeah, she wants the brownies.
These are the priorities.
What was it I saw on the internet the other day? That there's got to be a montage of Erin shouting at wait staff in restaurants. Like just from security footage. I think out of all of them, she's the one that's going to treat the waiters and the waitresses the worst, I think.
I think she's smart enough not to. But I bet I would like to see her internet reviews of things, because she strikes me as exactly the sort of person to do an internet
Oh,
review.
like she's got a Yelp account that she just goes around and like, yeah, fair.
She says that Uber was incongruous.
Huh?
Yeah.
What does she mean?
And I think she's just wanting to make her say sorry, and Uber like stands her ground and doesn't say sorry.
Okay.
And I think she's just trying to like bamboozle her.
Right.
Because then she's doing that all like, I can't look at you in the same way. Like, all right, fucking turn around.
Oh, yeah, and then Uber goes to find her phone.
Yeah, and then she can't find it. And then there's this, is then there a pile-on with Erin as well, because
In the hot tub.
yeah, and Bryn's just sort of like fanning the fire and being like, you said I was a slut, and it's like, we've all agreed that this is over.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And then they kind of, then they're like, well, we never hold her accountable. She's never held accountable, blah, blah. And then within like 3 seconds, they're like, yeah, but it was a bit of a pile-on. Maybe
Yeah,
we
because
should
she gets all
stop.
upset and she shouts and she cries.
Yeah.
But she shouts, which is apparently like the thing that you're not allowed to do to people.
Again, I can't be dealing with this behaviour.
I'd be very upset if someone shouted "shut up" at me. I'd be upset.
Would you?
It would anger me.
It depends on the context, I think. Because you can say shut up but not mean it.
Yeah, if it's someone shouting "shut up," I'd be like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, oh, and now it's fine. I'd be like, okay, we need to chat.
Yeah. Yeah, fair.
But then so she cries, and then everyone's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sad, blah blah blah. And then, but everyone agrees that she does just absolutely talk shit, which she does.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get ready for dinner, and Bryn is like slathering about on Jenna's bed.
In a towel.
Yeah.
With wet hair.
Yeah.
And a wet cooch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's a bit too keen. I think this is the point where we see Jenna being like, it's too much, can't be asked for that.
Yeah. Like,
Very
it was
cool
fun
kid.
while it was like
Yeah.
slightly unattainable, but now it's like on the platter, it's not for me.
Yeah. But then we
Yeah.
see, but Bryn is absolutely hammered at dinner.
She's wasted. But she's a fun wasted though.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. She's a good time.
I enjoyed it.
So Abe. We need to talk about Abe.
Oh, okay.
Just what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about being a really big fan of our band and you're probably pretending they are in their 30s?
Well, Andy Cohen is a massive Grateful Dead fan, isn't he? Like, he follows them around and stuff. Him and the B-52s is like a whole thing. I think when you are grown, you have a seemingly professional job. He's a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
And you've got kids and a wife. You shouldn't be going to like gigs acting like you're 15. It's just
Slightly questioning that they're metal.
But what are they? I don't even know what the Grateful Dead are. I have no idea.
Oh, you'll fucking love them. They're right up your
Are you being sarcastic? Is that
I am,
sarcasm?
yeah. I'll send you some tunes. I mean, I'm not pretending to be grown up in my music taste. I've spent most of this week having the Ramones on a setting where my phone is saying it's too fucking loud.
Right, okay.
So, I'm aware that I'm not cool, but that seems like another level.
Yeah, I don't know.
And she seems to be saying this like she's like, oh, he's really into music. He's like at a gig.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think that's quite hitting.
No, I think he's taking some LSD or some shrooms and he's getting off his face with his friends. That's what I think he's doing. I also feel like in the flash forward for the next week's episode, he responded to fucking someone else after his wife hadn't slept with him for 18 months rather quickly.
It wasn't out of her mouth, was it?
No. I mean, I think that's what most men are thinking, but I don't know anyone.
But take a beat.
Like, go down.
Give a moment, check who's around the table.
Be like, maybe if we had gone to therapy or we tried to talk it out and things weren't working, then yeah, I'd probably sleep with somebody else. That's how it should have been said. Jeez.
Yep. Out.
He also looks like someone and I can't work it out.
He looks like the cartoon dad in Big Mouth.
Yes, that is exactly who he looks like. Oh my God. That's probably why I couldn't pinpoint it, because I was thinking of a real human person, but it's not. That's exactly who he looks like. Yeah. Anyway, that's the end of the episode, right?
Well, then they play a game where they talk about how they all love each other's outfits.
Oh, yeah.
Bryn continues to forget who Jessel is. Jessel's outfit was lovely, but it didn't support her boobs enough.
No, they were too low for me.
Yeah. Actually, I think it was because it was too big.
Yeah, it needed to be a bit tighter.
It was coming down, and But yes, people did. I because we didn't really see that pink skirt. I saw that pink skirt that they were talking about with Jenna hanging up in the closet, and I saw the crin around the bottom that was making it, and I was like, oh, what's that? I'm intrigued by that, but we didn't see much footage of that skirt.
No, the yellow top and the pink skirt was fantastic.
Yeah.
See, I would never have put those colours together.
Those are bold choices to go together.
But she pulls it off.
Look fantastic. I mean, in one of those little cars, there is your fucking Barbie dream house. I had that Barbie camper van where the front came out.
Oh.
As a little Jeep.
Yes. We have several Barbie camper vans in our house at the minute.
Yeah, but this was in the 80s.
I know, so they were cool back then because they did better stuff and they didn't just break when you slammed them shut.
Yeah, no. And that's it. That's the end of the episode.
Fantastic.
I think people are starting to get a bit bored of New York.
Do you think so?
I think they just think, I don't know, I think people want some really, not me, people want some real devastating drama, whereas I'm like, this is fine.
Well, it still happens. It happens, doesn't it? Sai and Bryn fall out.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I think this is quite. I'm bobbing along quite happily.
Yeah, it's pleasant compared to the Atlanta season we had.
Oh yeah.
The OC season we've had, and I mean, Salt Lake is shaping up to be just
Salt
hilarious.
Lake is the game, isn't it?
It's so funny.
So let's talk about Salt Lake. It's the morning after the night before.
The night before, yeah.
Meredith is having breakfast caviar.
Why not? She's eating her Meredith Marks breakfast caviar.
Right. So this is a business that she has. She's cornered that there's no breakfast caviar, and she thought, this is where I'll make my money.
Absolutely.
As a jewelry designer, my next logical step.
Her jewelry has dust and cobwebs on it. It does not sell.
So she's gone from dust and cobwebs to fish eggs.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I feel like it's a logical side step.
Sure.
Yeah.
100%. I loved Heather saying puke and rally.
So there was a show on MTV called Floribama Shore, and me and my sister used to watch it, and they used to go out and get really drunk and then go to the toilet to puke so they could rally. And they come out the toilet and they go puke and rally, puke, puke, and rally. And that would be like, no. So as soon as she saw that, I had that in my head all day. All day. But it's true, if you've not done that, like, you feel so drunk, you have to vomit.
I'm really bad at being sick.
Oh, I'm really good at it. Fantastic at it.
It's like I'm a whole fucking attention-seeking situation if I have to be sick.
That's why you fall face first on the floor.
Yeah. Keep it in, keep the poison.
Yeah.
I think we should give little extra top marks to the guy on the desk who, when he provided a pink Sharpie for Angie, was like, "That's so sad. You're doing your own shirt."
I don't know why, Angie.
She really looked at him like he was an ally, and I was like, "No, bitch.
Yeah.
He's judging you."
100%. But why is she shocked she doesn't have a t-shirt when she wasn't invited on the trip? So she's just carrying around extra shirts now. That's what people
do. Come into my wardrobe.
And also,
got a merch
casually making a comment that she would put out a hit on her family.
Yeah, isn't this her like thing? This is like her rumblings that she's in organised crime.
Oh, well, in that case, I love Angie K. She's fantastic. She's a great addition to the Housewives.
Are we scared of the Greek mafia?
I'm not scared of anyone who lives in Salt Lake City and walks around thinking that she's something hot. I'm sorry, I'm just not.
I just think the scariest thing in Salt Lake is the Mormons, like, isn't it? There's
absolute, and the snow.
Oh my god, I saw Mormons this week.
Real Mormons?
Yeah, like back again, walking around with their Bibles.
Oh, is it Jack? I wonder if we'll see Jack on his mission. Do you reckon they'll send him to London?
Oh god, that'd be brilliant.
I would die. I'd run up to him and be like, dude,
I heard your mum lost a 60 grand ring.
Yeah, but let's go out drinking.
But they can't drink.
Oh, really? His mum owns a tequila company.
I know, but he's like rebelling, isn't he, by being really godly?
Oh no, I'd fix him right up. I would ruin his Mormonism. I wouldn't do it on purpose. It would just be accidental.
This is going to get played in the court of law. Okay, we get into the Meredith of... And she does do this, doesn't she, where there's other things going on, and Whitney's like calling her out on it. And I need to... Right, if we're going to talk about it this much, I need to fucking know what has happened to this kid that's disabled.
Well, I don't know, but we're not allowed to talk about it, because if we do...
But she fucking talks about it all the time!
But then we're weaponizing it. I don't understand.
How is it affecting her?
I'm so confused.
Like, how it makes your imagination run wild, doesn't it?
It
you think,
really
God, how
does.
fucking
Like, is she having to pay the medical bills? Like, what is happening?
Yeah, like how awful is what has happened to this kid? Did you inflict what has happened to this kid? What has happened? Did he fall down in your pointy house?
Your pointy
house. Yeah. I'm very torn between thinking you do this all the time and it's very annoying, and going, I would just like to hear this story at this point.
Yeah, I want to know the details,
because it was the same with her dad, and all things that are sad, aren't they? But Whitney's right. Like, people have shit going on.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody has a tragedy if they want to.
Absolutely, yeah. And then they go to the trust building thing, right?
Yes, which Heather is already on a low step for, because she says all her friends have failed the trust exercise of not letting her get fucking batshit wasted on espresso martinis.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong. My favourite was Mary. No. I just don't have any trust with any of these bitches. Why am I going to do it?
I loved them. I not as a person, but I love the Mary character. I think she is excellent.
I love the fact that pretty much every episode of Watch What Happens Live since the day of the Salt Lake show's been on, and it's coincided with a Watch What Happens Live episode, Andy Cohen's top 5 moments of the week have just been Mary M. Cosby. Seriously, I've seen 20 of them so far. She's 4 episodes in.
Excellent. I just love the balls of being like, nope, I'd rather just sit in a car for 2 hours.
Her going to McDonald's when they go out for dinner is just too much.
I love how much they gave us of that. They give us the full order. They give us everything. They're like, we know what you want to see.
Yeah, but people are still upset that she's back. Like, I'm like, just lean into it now, guys. Just lean into it. Just accept it. She is not in it because she is a good housewife. She's in it because she's great TV. There's no other, like, they gave you Monica, okay? You already have your unicorn. Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
But yeah, she's not getting out. She's not standing on grass. She's not a soccer mum. She doesn't need friends.
Imagine Mary as a soccer mum.
No.
I mean,
Absolutely not.
it's brutal out there in these streets as a soccer mum. No, I just no.
Yeah, but if you're just sitting there being like, and then please come and join my cult, maybe it's different.
I reckon she had people like standing around there protecting her, and she's sitting there in like a fur coat.
No, I reckon she's paying someone to wear a Mary mask and stand at the sidelines.
She just sets up mannequins everywhere where her kid's supposed to be.
So they do the trust exercise. It's not very good telly. Meredith is shit at planning.
She's really
trips.
bad. Really bad. Yeah.
So they do that, and then they get back in and they say to Mary how they wish she had come and done it. And she's like fucking really pissed off at Brittany. And I don't think it is her at all, Whitney. I don't think it's Whitney at all. And then she's like, you don't know anything, but you be quiet, Missy.
Is this where she tells Lisa Barlow to mute?
Do you have a mute button? She can't like shut the fuck up, though, can she? She literally cannot stop interrupting.
I have to say though, Lisa Barlow's clapback was fantastic. She's like, nope, I do not. I'm on play all the time.
I just felt like it wasn't the first time she's been asked this.
That line
Can you be
out,
quiet? Like, is it possible?
That line came out rehearsed, but she couldn't have rehearsed it because who knows what crackpot shit Mary's gonna say. So like, yeah, she's someone said it to her before. Oh, fantastic.
And then do they have the really quiet, awkward lunch?
Before they get ready for the drag stuff.
Yeah,
and then Whitney announces that she's taking over.
She's like, I'm taking over. This is dull as fuck.
Yeah,
and Meredith's all insulted because that is insulting, but it's also like entirely true.
I mean, I just feel like as well, like Meredith is another one. If you have something to say it in the moment. Why are you waiting until you're saying it to everybody else apart from the person that you're upset with? Like that, it just irritates me.
So then we get into the really fun crazy. We're gonna do drag.
Oh, the Lisa Barlow meltdown
of the Lisa Barlow spiral.
I know, but imagine paying that much money for glam and you look like that. For real though,
She looks fine.
So she has a confessional look in like the next episode. Oh, sorry. Did you hear that? She has a confessional look in the next episode.
Yeah.
And someone posted on Twitter, she's paying 60 grand a year for glam when she looks like a sales rep from Claire's. I died. I absolutely died. Because that's exactly what she looked like.
It does. She looks, it's like a uniform though, isn't it? It's like an armor, I think.
Yeah.
What she looks like in the real world, it's just incredibly sad, isn't it? She's just so insecure that the concept of not having everything go her way.
Who calls her insecure? Monica?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Monica has met people and she can tell what people are. She's in a relatively small number of people in this group who's met people like in the world.
She's a real housewife.
She's a real.
Yeah.
I can't wait for someone please do a remix of I can almost hear the track now of like, I have glam in Monaco.
Badge pay. Oh, it should be to Luann's She Say La Vie.
Yes, that's it. And then it just ends with, I'm a good sport.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I should make that our first TikTok video. See if I can make that work. I don't know how to do that, but I will try.
So she says she's a good sport, which is not true. And then I love it when you see the crew. Get Laurie. I'm like, yes, I want to see Laurie. Like, it's okay.
When she's like, don't cry. And I'm like, how would you not be pissing your pants right now? Like, this is a grown-ass woman who is crying about not wearing
because she's being asked to
makeup.
wear eyeshadow.
Oh.
It's so weird, isn't it? Because I think even if you couldn't stomach not being seen without makeup, which I think is a jump, you could still do the glam.
Yeah.
You could still go, like, you could just wear more makeup. It's one of those things where not committing is actually worse, isn't it?
Yeah, because you stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah,
And
you look
also as well,
insane.
I thought about you when she's in the Sprinter van. And what was she wearing? Do you remember?
No.
This is blah 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 couture. This is blah 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 couture. I got it in Milan on the like for the thing.
Was she wearing
and
Celine?
Like,
did she say?
no, I don't think it was Celine. I can't remember who it was.
But she did say she was in head to toe.
Yeah, but it wasn't couture because she bought it in a shop.
Put it off the rack.
Yeah, so I just thought Rosie's pulling her hair out right about now.
I mean, her stuff does fit her really well.
Yes.
So maybe she goes to, but she says, doesn't she? She has a shop in Milan.
But not what's the word I'm
she's
looking
getting
for?
it at not an atelier.
Atelier, yeah. I can't remember it's too difficult for me to remember. And it doesn't spell the way it sounds. Like atelier is how it looks like to me. And that's not how you say it. So forgive me.
I can never say coiffeur, like hairdresser. Coiffeur.
Oh yeah, no, I have no idea.
Ugh.
Nope. German's more my language.
Yeah, I think my vowels are much more German.
Yeah.
And Italian, I mean, God, I've got no chance.
No, Spanish. I'm trying to learn Spanish at the minute. It's not going well.
I know that when I try and say meat in Italian, it comes out as dog.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, she has her big freak out. She keeps saying things like that are just not true. She's like, I'll put up with anything. I'll do anything. I'm good fun. I'm good. And like those things are not true. You want them to be true, and you want someone to agree with you that they're true because that masks your insecurity.
Yeah,
but it's not true. You're not a team player, and like yeah, it's all just very sad. And does Trixie come out at that point and sort of? Oh, she comes to judge.
She comes to judge, yeah. And I think. Who do you think looked better? Who did you think looked better in your opinion?
I think Angie looked brilliant.
Angie looked fantastic.
But she is already so close to Cher, which is already so close to drag.
Yeah, it wasn't a big leap, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the commitment of the colouring. She was very orange.
The wig really suited her. The colour of the wig really suited her, which was bizarre.
And the wig looked insane, didn't it? Because it's so straight and it's so mad. But then her hair is like that.
Yeah. Who's got a trampoline for a face?
Yeah, I think I missed that.
What does that mean?
That? Yeah, she said it about
Meredith.
What does that mean? Big?
I don't know.
Stretchy?
I don't know.
Tight?
I don't know, but when your face looks like Angie Cage, you shouldn't be talking about anyone.
They come out.
Say that about me.
They come out. They're in their drag. And also I think her name was fantastic. Anita Invite.
Yeah. That was really clever.
That was clever.
Really clever. Yeah.
And then Whitney looks great. Heather looks great.
Yeah.
Meredith's got eyeshadow on. And then we have to deal with the fact that she's had a migraine and a raging head and blah blah. Oh my God, get the fuck over yourself.
There's so many reasons why she can't do stuff. I love it. It's fantastic.
Monica's great.
Monica's fantastic. From Staten Island. No, Jersey? Where was she trying to come from?
I like it. She's got props. It's all fun.
Although, would you not be upset if someone else was spraying hairspray on your wig? I'd be pissed. Now I have to wash the wig.
Trixie will bill her.
Fair.
Monica looks like she knows how to wash a wig.
Yeah, true.
And then there's more really. Is there more really awkward food at that point, or then do we go out?
Yeah, they go to dinner.
And it's really quiet and weird, and we start calling people wet noodles.
Wet noodles while Mary's getting a fish sandwich and 6-piece nuggets and a large fries in the Sprinter. What's a
Yeah,
wet
they're in the
noodle?
Sprinter van, and they say that Whitney says that she didn't realize that her dress was like see-through.
Yeah.
Like, how does that work? Was it? It wasn't opaque when you picked it up, and it's become see-through.
Sometimes I've worn like a shirt that I didn't realize was see-through until I've gone outside.
Her dress is made of mesh.
Yeah, okay, fair. Fair.
They start saying how it's a bit shit that some people didn't commit, and Meredith says, "Well, this is drag for me." Like, that's not
No,
how
your attitude is a drag for everyone.
exactly. But I'm like, no, that's not how life works. You can't just and this bullshit idea of like, well, it's in keeping with the spirit of drag that everyone could. No, fuck off. You knew what the assignment was. Stop being such a bitch.
She's trying really hard to wordsmith her way out of it, isn't she?
Bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I think Monica is wrong to bring up the ring again. Because while I think it is super annoying, I'm like, she's been annoying in other ways. Like you're muddying the water now. What you should be saying is you've not been a good sport and you haven't dressed up and you've had a hysterical reaction.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
No. Yeah.
And but then again, Lisa can't see it, can she? Because she's like, you don't know me, you don't know anything about me. And I'm like, no, but we have just witnessed this shit show.
I know, and that's
like, you can't be like, oh no, I don't. I'm not like this. Like, we've all watched you. You're not in drag,
and you've been like this for 4 years.
Yeah,
like you've not let go of your tightly wound sphincter in the whole 40 seasons that we've seen you before.
And all you talk about is labels.
Labels.
So that does come across as shallow.
Yeah, I want to know where her fucking money comes from. It's scary. She's gonna be the next housewife that goes to jail.
Oh, this is a great game.
Don't you think?
Maybe.
Because she has to give her 10% of her earnings to the Mormon church. So that's her glam, right?
Does she? I mean, does she though? Because she also runs a tequila company.
I'm sure they don't care where their money comes from.
They will, but I don't know. Maybe, who knows? I just think she's not a very good Mormon.
No, she's not.
No wonder she's in Heather's book.
I just feel like 60 grand a year just on glam. It's giving me Erica Jane vibes.
Yeah.
At least
I'm not sure if I believe her.
I could see where Erica's glam money was
going. You were like, those are some nice hair extensions. We're buying some.
Erica looks good.
Yeah. She's got like, and when we first started seeing Erica, she had like, a 60-foot pool and like, there was things that we were spending money on and jets and blah blah blah. Was
at least some money goes to Fendi and glam.
Yeah.
Oh,
a lot of Balenciaga, isn't there?
And Saint Laurent, she likes Saint Laurent, doesn't she? She wears a lot of YSL stuff.
Yves,
yeah.
But she calls Monica a hypocrite.
Because the middle class America all have 60k rings?
Yes, I know how to talk to middle class America. I'd be fucking thrilled to be assumed to be middle class, personally.
I mean, it's an aspiration, isn't it?
Yeah. In these times.
But we are considered middle class, though, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
I don't feel it, but yeah.
But yeah, she says she relates to the middle class.
That was a really tone deaf situation.
It was so fucking stupid.
Like, who has a 60 grand ring when you're middle class? That's buying multiple cars, paying a chunk off your mortgage.
Yeah.
That's like money that you need to have. Like, if you started off your marriage with a 60k ring, I guarantee you pawn that at some point to pay for some shit. Do you know what I mean?
I think realistically the only people who are going to have because that's also not her wedding ring or her engagement ring, is it? No, it's just another ring.
Another ring, yeah.
Of which she has like a whole fucking stack.
Yeah. That don't fit, apparently.
Yeah.
Because I still stand by my statement. It's cold in Salt Lake. It should have fallen off in Salt Lake. Not in the desert when she would have swollen up.
There's just another great risk to being thin.
It is. She needs more nutrients.
I'm not going to lose my diamonds. I'm not going to get kidnapped. Then we get back in the van? Or is there more rows?
No, there's more rows, but it's in the fan, though.
Yeah, because Whitney has another like butt with Mary. Why does Mary hate Whitney?
Because Whitney called her a pornography.
Yes, of course.
Do you remember that whole season was the Mary takedown season where she bought that random guy who died, who we found out later died.
Yeah.
And the mortgage was in his name and all the rest of it. Do you remember
That
she
was
did all
through
that?
Meredith, wasn't it? Didn't she bring him in?
I thought it was Lisa Barlow.
It wasn't Whitney.
No, but Whitney sought him out after that to
Okay.
find out information, and then she was like, well, she's a pornography and I'm scared for my family. And what did she really say? Predator. That was the word.
Predator, which I think is entirely true.
What, that she's a pornography?
She's a pornography. Yeah, I think she's a pornography.
No, she's definitely a predator of some sort. Yeah, maybe not a sexual one, but
no, just financial
and emotional,
spiritual.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wonder if she hates Whitney because there's some subconscious bit of her that's jealous of her
because she's so free.
She's
with
free
herself and her body.
and she likes sex,
and she's comfortable.
She's chosen to like marry who she's chosen to marry.
Yeah.
I mean, her voice is super annoying. I do get that.
I can't understand how this bitch can't pronounce the EA sound. It's really annoying.
Because none of the rest of them have that accent. Heather doesn't have that accent.
No.
And she's from there.
No, Heather's not. She moved there when she was a teenager.
Oh, maybe that's what they sound like.
Maybe. But
Angie
really
doesn't sound like that, really.
Helen. I can't.
Awful.
But though Sheree says it in Atlanta as well. My Helen journey.
Yeah, they just obviously think the word is Helen.
Just stop. Just stop.
Yeah. And then Meredith loses it again about the disabled child in the van.
Oh my god. Does she have a full-blown panic attack, or am I imagining that? Like a heaving, chesty cry?
Well, there's more like rowing about this in the bar, and that's when she just loses her shit.
Yeah.
And we have the Angie being called a pit bull.
Yes.
And she's already been called a chihuahua. So there's a theme.
Angie is a dog.
But then it's just shouting at each other at that point. It's not a row. It's just people shouting our word repeatedly.
Yes.
I think this has gone beyond. And then I get confused about where the Monica argument about Jen comes in.
What do you mean?
Because was she saying that she's smart because she did get paid by Jen when everyone else was doing her bidding for free? Or did she say that she didn't get paid by Jen?
Oh, I don't know. Actually, that's a very good question. Apparently, she's the one that recorded Jen screaming at the dress designer.
Yeah.
Because
Angie's all like, I brought you in here. Like,
no, you didn't.
And I'm like, I think her claim is that she is the person who turned on Jen.
Yeah.
I think Bravo might have approached her independently.
Yeah, I think they had their eye on her for a little
while.
Because
I don't think you guys were like, there's no evidence of you guys hanging out.
No, and
before this recording, Angie, so fuck off.
No, and there's absolutely no. They weren't ever going to confront Jen Shah when Jen Shah was on TV, so there's no danger of them ever turning on her or spilling her deep dark secrets. Whereas Monica is good to go.
Oh yeah, she's loaded.
Yeah, she's ready to go.
Wind her up, set her off. Tell everybody about themselves. Woo!
I love it.
And then Angie's like, she's out talked, so she's like, we're just going to talk about our horses. Like, as if that's going to make Monica be like, oh, I don't have a horse. Like, I feel outdone. It's like, nah, you're just fueling that she fucking hates you.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Horrible. But it's fun. I'm liking Monica.
I love Monica. I love the fact that she's the Gina of Salt Lake. She doesn't have enough money.
Yeah.
She's a bit ditzy.
She was the staff. I mean, it's a whole Cinderella story.
But whereas Monica seems a bit more rough and ready to go. Whereas Gina, I
Yeah.
don't think Gina argues well.
No,
Whereas Monica could read a
I
bitch to
think
filth.
I think Monica is quicker.
Yeah, much quicker. But she's got 4 kids. And she's Colombian.
She's got like
and
6 kids, hasn't she?
I know, but like
collectively she's got 6.
she hasn't got her,
and she
like,
shares
her
them
mum.
with at least one other parent, whereas Monica seems to have 4 kids on her own, and her mum,
Yeah,
who
her mum is crazy.
Also, yeah, it's just another kid.
Yeah, exactly. So I think like she has to be smart. She has to have her wits about her.
I loved her when she was on the phone. She's like, "Do you miss me?" To the little one, she's like, "No."
No. That's good though. I think that means that's another symbol for me of her raising her kids right.
Yeah.
Because if your kids, obviously you want them to miss you a little bit, but like if they're unfazed about you being away,
but yeah,
it's because they know you're coming back.
Yeah, in the day-to-day they're fine that she's not there.
Yeah, you've done well. Yeah. Anyway,
OC. Shannon's bruise. I'm not over it.
How did she not feel that when it happened?
Well, she did, I think.
She didn't.
It's hard, isn't it? But she reacts so much to everything. I think you just have to tune 75% of it out.
Yeah. She's fucked.
I just think, what's wrong with you that you can bruise like that?
I know.
Like, as an anemic person, I am very jealous. Like, that is a lot of blood you've just let accumulate in your fucking elbow.
I think it's because she doesn't have anything inside of her, because she's constantly doing these colonics.
Why?
There's nothing like
sick all the time, no?
Huh?
She must be sick all the time. Do you not need all that gut health to like have an immune system and stuff?
Yeah. And Jen only shits once a week. What?
Yeah, I feel like there's a nice, like, a pleasant middle ground somewhere between Tamara and Jen.
7 times a day?
Yeah. Like, once a day, ideally, I think sounds great. I mean, I'm on a lot of iron.
So how many times a day do you go? Once?
Once, yeah.
Yeah, once a day is a good number.
Yeah, absolutely.
I go twice a day if I've eaten really healthily.
Yeah, when I wasn't on the iron, yeah, I think I have a very high fiber diet that I'm used to because of all the history of the iron.
Yeah.
So if I wasn't on the iron, yeah, it'd be twice a day.
Yeah.
But yeah, all these people who profess to eat so healthily and they're into yoga and they're doing all this good shit. I'm like, but you can't be that chill if you only shit once a week.
And also as well, how are you not bloated to fuck?
And how
I would have a headache.
It must be painful if you only shit once a week, surely.
If I need to poo and I can't go, even if I've already been in the day and I can't go, I get a headache. My body I feel like my body starts to shut down. Like I
think we're more in tune with our bodies than we realise. I think we're doing well.
Like I feel like I get toxic shock syndrome. Like I need to get it out. Like
God, I haven't heard the word toxic shock syndrome in like years.
Since a tampon advert.
That's the thing. I was talking about this, how there were things that we were made to be scared of in the 90s that are not that fucking scary, and toxic shock syndrome was one of them. Ecstasy was another that you were like, and I like, like in the time when like every fucking newspaper headline was like teen pregnancy.
Yeah.
I think these things were less threatening than we were told.
I know, but at least we didn't die of toxic shock syndrome, ecstasy poisoning, or we didn't have a baby at 17.
Yeah, I suppose.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about Shannon's bruise on her arm.
Oh yeah, then we started talking about poop.
So her and Emily go to the chiropractor. Are you allowed to call yourself a doctor if you're a chiropractor?
Yeah, you are a doctor. You have to have a PhD in something. I don't know what it is.
Chiropractic.
Well, I don't think.
But yeah, you're a doctor. You're not a doctor like a medical doctor.
No, but PhDs mean different things. Not every PhD means a medical doctor. No,
I know, but I think when you go in, I think that's a little disingenuous.
Like calling yourself a doctor when you're a chiropractor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just think if you're going into something where someone's like manipulating your body and you're calling yourself a doctor, it's implied that it's a medical doctor.
Right, okay.
Like if you went to someone and they were like, all right, I'm going to look at your foot now, and they got a scalpel out and started doing stuff, and then you said, oh, when did you become a doctor? And they said, oh yeah, I did a PhD in Greek philosophy. You'd be like, what?
Yeah, fair. So what's Dr. Moon then?
I think Doctor is his first name.
Fair enough. Okay.
I don't know what Dr. Moon is. He's like a herbalist?
Yeah, but is that like again? Is that like a?
No.
I don't know. I don't know enough about this stuff.
He's not like he's not got MD after him. Like, for all the shit we give Terry Dubrow, he's
got
been to medical school.
He's got multiple letters after his name, I think. Yeah.
Right, so they're going to have a party. Heather's moved into a rental place.
Yes.
Because she has acknowledged that she still has 2 children who live at home.
Yes, she has. Good
the
for
first
her.
time in the season that's happened.
Yeah.
And Tamra's going to the Woman of the Year?
For some backstreet magazine that no one's heard of.
For her CBD?
Yeah.
What? What is she selling?
She has a CBD company, doesn't she? I think she's branching into THC now because everyone's realised that CBD really isn't actually that great. And THC is where it's at.
Okay.
Just saying.
So she's going to be Woman of the Year for that.
Well, she's one of the many women of the year.
One of the many women of the. I mean, aren't we all?
I'm a woman of a year every damn fucking day.
Yeah, we're all women of some years sometimes.
Absolutely. And she wasn't even the best looking woman in that photo shoot either.
No.
There were some cracking looking ladies standing behind
her.
Yeah,
I did feel like we might learn. I was like, we're not going to get anything from them. There's not going to be any like, this is Claire. She runs. Bleh. No.
Yeah.
Fuck them. We're not lifting each other up here, sisters. Fuck off.
Yeah, at least plug their businesses. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, do something. Just give them a little ticker tape or something. But no.
No.
Then we go to Jen's house where she is making spaghetti casserole.
Okay.
Where's she from? Alabama?
No.
Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think maybe just leave pasta alone.
I just think when they put like
jelly like stick to potatoes.
Yeah.
Oh god, no. All of those things with those layered dip things. Yeah. No, I cannot fucking handle that. I don't want jelly and mayonnaise.
With cans of beans that they haven't even drained. They just put the whole can of beans. And then
they do that whole thing when they put like soup over vegetables and roast. Like, what the fuck is that?
I can't. I cannot.
I just think, why didn't you make pasta, but like, why didn't you make spaghetti bolognese?
I don't
like. Yeah, what is the point of the baking? Is it so it can be pre-done?
But you can make.
You can pre-do bolognese and then just make. Yeah, I mean, and add
a little bit of sauce to the spaghetti so it doesn't stick together, and you're good to go.
And you know what an accomplished cook I am, and even I'm like, whoa, this seems like a push.
Yeah.
So she's talking to Rye. Oh, so Tamra says next she's going to make a sex toy business.
Yeah.
Because she and Eddie don't have sex.
No.
So she's like numb.
Yeah, I think she's going for menopause,
dead,
right?
like, sure.
I mean, she's old now. She's 105.
True.
It fucking blows on it and dust comes out.
Oh god. So Jen confronts Ryan like, I need to know if you did fuck with anyone else or blah, and he's still sticking to the story. No, it was one time.
A year
ago. Accident. I tripped. I fell. That's all. Whatever. If you believe that lie once, you might continue to believe it. Sure.
But I love the fact that she
just asks him.
Yeah.
But she doesn't ask him so often. It's so sad.
I know, but she does every time. She's not anything. She is committed to making.
She is not afraid of an awkward conversation.
Absolutely not. I am here for it.
She is direct with that, impressively so. I think that is the learning she's done from her marriage. Be direct. Ask the question.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Don't be blindsided.
Yeah.
So we have had all this shit of seeing him go to a jeweler's, blah, blah, blah. They don't live together.
No.
And she needs to go to a lawyer to pay something for her divorce.
She has to put him on retainer to start the divorce proceedings.
Right.
And she doesn't have access to that kind of cash.
She doesn't have $5,000.
No. which is fine because her husband probably has all the money. She hasn't got a
Yeah,
clue where it all is. So she probably does have 5 grand. She just doesn't have access to it.
it sounds like she really was like traditional wifey, didn't
But the
know where the
problem
money
is,
was,
from
doesn't
what
know
I
that.
understand, the money that her husband has comes from her
Her
family.
family.
So why doesn't she have access to it?
Because he has the job.
Mm. But if
And
when
she
her
will do
parents,
once they get divorced, because there'll be a legal thing that he has to give her that money.
and also I'm assuming when her parents die, she becomes his boss.
Who knows?
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know how parents work. I don't know how businesses work.
I don't
I don't
know
know how
either.
parents work. I mean, they just do what they fucking like. And she's worried that he's gonna leave her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how can you not see that he's winning here? Like, he is gonna leave her, but that's not a reflection on her.
No. Absolutely not. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Then we see Shannon and John go for dinner. They're so mismatched. It's awful. Like, she's like sick in her mouth at the concept of tuna tartare. He like fucking refuses to try her pasta, like her salad, like absolutely point blank, like fuck off. No. I hate you.
But they order the same drink.
They do. I mean, she is a master of physical comedy. I could watch her with her broken glasses.
She was wearing Chanel trainers to the chiropractor. You're telling me she can't afford to replace the arms of her glasses?
Oh, she can afford it. It's just like the toothbrush thing, isn't it? She just can't fucking get it together enough.
To be fair, I feel like I'm like that. Like, if I can't immediately like throw money at it, I can't be asked. Like,
And
if it
like,
requires me to leave the house to do it, I'm not doing it.
and if I've tried once and it hasn't happened, like the having to retry.
I can't.
Oh my god, it's taken me what week are we in at term? I got a Google Classroom login today.
Oh.
So you can imagine how much homework has happened in this house.
Yeah. It'll expire after a while, don't worry about it.
Oh. So they're discussing the drama, and Shannon's like reaching to be pissed at Heather.
Yeah, really reaching.
She's really drunk Tamra's Kool-Aid on this, hasn't she? She's decided she's being Team Tamra.
Heather's arguments, or what was it she called them when she put it in brackets?
Ooh.
Anyway, explanations, I think she said.
Yeah.
And then they had the ticker tape of all the different explanations. Production worked hard this episode with the dog fucking from Mexico, and they had the dog actually fucking with like the surrounding of Heather being shouted at, and then the drunk Taylor with the Gina in the middle laughing at how drunk Taylor was. Just bravo, production, bravo. But yeah, I believe everything Heather said was based on facts and logic. Like,
yeah.
every response she had to every situation, she was like, this is not how it went down. This is not what actually happened. And then
Yeah, but that's not what friendship is based on, facts and logic. Do you want someone who's gonna be
not in that group of friends anyway?
No.
But if I'm coming at you and telling you I'm upset because of XYZ, and then you turn around and say to me, that's not what happened, this is what happened, I have to listen to you at some point.
Yeah, but I think the fact is, if you want to be upset with me about something, it doesn't really matter what the thing is. I've given you something, if it's non-verbally, to be that upset about. Because they are upset with her about something, whether it's a tangible thing that they can pinpoint or not, they are upset with her.
Yeah, and then Taylor and fucking Jen are upset because she left the room.
Oh, I mean,
there's nothing she could do at this point. She could shit them diamond gold bars and they would still be upset.
Absolutely nothing. I mean, what did Gina say Taylor was? Like, she said she was something wasted.
Oh, I can't remember. I don't know, but she's got friends that have 5 billion in the bank, and then
she's code red wasted.
Yeah.
And she was like gone, wasn't it? Her mouth is so huge. And she's got friends who are billionaires, and when you lay down, you should have just rung us. I'm like,
have you?
no.
Heather was clearly drunk. In
Yeah.
the clips that I saw of her in their room, she was wasted. Of course, she went back to get her soup and laid down and passed out. That's what
I
happens
think
when
the
you're
concept
drunk.
of getting soup at that point is, it would
Yeah, it's
never
bizarre
occur
to
to me
me.
to have soup then.
No.
It makes me sad that soup might be like an indulgence for Heather.
Oh, because it had noodle in it. Yeah.
Yeah, so Shannon and John, she's like really scared that her kids are going to go to college and then she's going to be alone.
Yeah.
And that's really sad. But in order to enable, but she is a good mom, because even though that fucking scares the shit out of her, no pun intended, she is trying to raise that money by having
Creating a shit project.
by having a home colonic system. But all she's doing is selling the end of that.
The tip, just the tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
And do you think that do you think Jen knew this was going to happen?
No, she looked very
I
bamboozled.
worried that I was like, I think we're witnessing an assault.
Yeah.
I think she's going to come back and watch that tape and be like, I don't think I gave consent to be filmed having someone shove something at my ass on telly.
On a side note from that, I really want Tamara's Balenciaga cardigan.
Oh, that red one's lovely.
Yeah, I really liked it, and I'm not really one for like the big label.
Yeah, but it did look great.
It did. The red was fantastic. I don't know. I would have been.
And Shannon just being like, let the water slowly fill you.
And then release. Like, what are you releasing? What am I holding in at this point? Yeah, but what am I holding in at this point?
All of the shit, because you haven't had a shit for a week.
But like the tip?
Yeah, presumably then you're lifting off and shitting yourself.
And then, oh God. I'm not going to lie, I'm tempted. I'm curious, actually. I'm curious. I just want to know what it feels like. Because I can't imagine it feeling
like colonic in general.
Yeah, I just can't imagine being like walking around afterwards and not having like anal leakage.
Yeah, no, I think you have to sit and shit yourself for a good time.
So she's in her house for that long length of just not appropriate. In my own house.
Yeah, I think it's the sort of thing you shouldn't spring on guests. I think that's the take-home message.
Yes.
It seems like an inconvenience. I mean, all American homes have like 9 bathrooms, don't they? So maybe it's fine.
But she's that downstairs one by the front door.
Right by the
You're not allowed to shit downstairs. That's the rule in my house. You do not shit downstairs. Because if we have a random guest, they're going to be able to smell it. And I can smell it. I don't want to have to smell it sitting on the sofa. I don't realise that was that funny.
It was great. I just hadn't really I hadn't verbalised the reason of why that is the rule. But that is the rule.
Yeah.
That is why.
I've had barbecues and people over before now. My guests have shit downstairs. And I'm like, I don't mind that you take a shit in my house. That doesn't bother me. But like, go upstairs.
Yeah.
Like this, just like, it's why they like, no.
What do you think about Heather being all into Jen's feet on the bus?
She was drunk at that point. I think that was her being incredibly wasted and not realising what she was saying.
I loved Emily being like, I didn't know that Heather knew who Jen was.
Yeah. Yeah. So after John and Shannon have dinner, is it the party?
Then it's the shoving a pipe up your ass. Yeah. Then it's Gina and Heather meeting for a very awkward glass of champagne.
Yeah. And again, Heather hits her with the facts and the reasoning.
She's got the receipts. She's got the audio. But Gina's still pissed. She doesn't want to hear that. It's not that, is it? She's like, no, I'm still upset about it.
Yeah. But then she does go to bat for her at the party, doesn't she?
She does,
She does say, like, this is thing. And then Tamara's standing in the corner, raging because her plan to take Heather down hasn't worked.
I know.
And she's so
It's
angry.
such a bad look.
It really is.
And she's got them all Heather-merized. Is that what she says?
Yeah.
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 And when she did that, I thought, oh yeah, she does sort of do that. That is
It is
right.
exactly the whole conversation that she had where she explained what Heather did was spot on.
Also, I sort of feel like, from Heather's point of view, like it's not her fault that they're dumb.
No,
she can use her words to establish an argument. Like, that's sort of conversation.
I know, but they don't like that because then
They
it makes them
don't like that.
feel insignificant. And
Yeah, I like that Harry, whoever that is, that Terry came as event staff. I thought that was funny. I like the costumes in general.
the costumes were fantastic, and I love the fact that they all took the piss out of Ryan for having
I like the
his
fact
shirt
that we
off.
saw so little of, what's Gina's ex called? Matt.
Yeah.
Because he's like come as like, the stupid fuckboy. But then there's Ryan. It's like, you've been completely outplayed at your own game, mate. You've come as a fucking ringleader. He's come as a ringleader, but he's like waxed and tanned and bare-chested. He's like, yeah, fuck you, man.
Yeah. I still would leave Gina's ex-husband know. Something about him.
I like the comparisons of like Travis is a lion, Jen is a lion.
They all got the memo. Could we talk
So
about
cute.
Emily as popcorn?
For hours.
Can you eat that, bro?
Snack,
Was
snack,
it fake?
snackety, snack, snack, snack.
She walked in looking like a snack. Every pun intended.
I love Shane just being like, I can't really talk to you because I'm just staring at your tits.
Yeah. They're so funny.
They are.
If
I also
they
love that he
divorced-
wasn't in costume either. He was just like, no.
If
I'm
they
not
got
playing with these
divorced,
women.
I would be very surprised.
Yeah.
I think they genuinely really like each other. Like they enjoy
Yeah, I
each
think they
other's
like each other
company.
in like several ways.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Which I think a lot of the other couples have.
No, yeah. It's true.
So we see Taylor, she's come as Sweeties.
Cotton
candy, and then she's got Sweeties on her boobs, and she's
drunk.
Fucking drunk.
Really drunk.
Really drunk.
And Tamara comes as a crazy clown.
Yep.
Or an evil clown.
Evil clown. I know Eddie's been ill, hasn't he? He's had this heart condition and everything, but man, he looks fucking haggard.
He's aged. Tamara's aged him.
Loads.
Tamara has aged that man.
I think some of it's sun exposure, isn't it?
Do you think so?
Yeah. So Taylor's so pissed because her stepdaughter was waiting.
Oh yeah, they were supposed to go salsa dancing with her niece or her stepdaughter or something.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah. I don't know.
Is that new man's husband? No, that new man's daughter. Is that who? So she. But also, I just think, well, if you want to go meet her, go and fucking meet her. Like, you don't tell me you genuinely missed that person because of Heather Dubrow.
Yeah,
nah.
Like I would say, like you did that because you wanted to be part of the cool girls. You know how you're accusing everyone else of wanting to do that and hang out with the cool girls. The reason why you ditched your stepdaughter was because you were so excited that Heather Dubrow wanted to hang out with you. That's exactly what went down.
But yeah, I like it that like there's like Jen wants to talk to Heather, Taylor wants to talk to Heather, and they're just coming in like from absolutely fucking opposing sides, and Jen's like, I don't really want this row.
And Heather Dubrow fucks each and every one of them up with her words. Like they all walk away confused and like, what just happened?
Slightly baffled.
Yeah, like, oh, okay, hold on. And then Tamara gets on her, just the way she's standing there.
Such a dick.
She's so angry that like her plan's not working. And like she's so frustrated.
And it's that, isn't it? She genuinely has a plan. Like she genuinely wants to take her down.
Yeah, she does. I don't know what it is about her, but she's got.
And it's the her. She keeps saying like her. You're taking pictures with her.
Yeah.
Like fuck off if you're not going to like address somebody that you're stood right next to. Stop being such a prick.
That's really petty.
Yeah. And the
Like,
fact that she will just fucking lie through her teeth. Like, because she said, I didn't say that about like about Emily not being a practicing lawyer.
and
It's like,
cut the
we've
tape.
just seen the fucking tape, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
And the same with like calling them losers and blah, blah, blah. And it's just, yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Absolutely. She really upsets me. I was excited to have her back.
Yeah,
See, that's another housewife that's fucked me over.
fickle.
Angie K and now Tamra. I just need to shut my mouth. I'm not going to
But
talk about
then
them anymore.
Heather's so annoying because she does the Heather on it, doesn't she? She's like, you want to be top dog? Fine, take it. Like, because I am top dog and I can
Yeah.
just bestow it on you. It's like, you're doing it again.
She
Stop,
doesn't know,
stop
does
it.
she?
Like,
Oh,
you had me, I was on your team, and then you just been like, I'm
I
very
know that's the thing, because
condescending.
we haven't been very kind to Heather this whole season.
She's so annoying.
And then the last couple of episodes were like, no, we're fully Team Heather. They're taking it too far. And then it's like, yeah, this is why we weren't Team Heather.
Yeah. So how I felt bad that when Gina and Travis started talking about getting married,
Yes.
I was like, hmm.
What?
I don't know. I didn't go, oh, yeah, that'd be lovely. I just thought,
I don't think she loves him. I think she loves the idea of
the
their
concept of
relationship.
him, and
Yeah.
he's so safe and
Yeah.
sensible and 21st century and
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Yeah. But she needs someone who's going to scream with her, like they have wild sex. Like, Travis isn't ripping off panties on the stairs and giving you a good one before you even made it up, is he? Like,
It's
that's
not the
not.
vibes I'm getting, no.
No, like, and I think Gina needs that. She needs that where she's walking like she's just ridden a horse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like Travis. I think the fact that he's like prepared to wear the dumb fuck lion costume, I really like. I don't like people who try and look cool in fancy dress.
Oh, what, you like to go all out with the fancy dress?
I just think if you're gonna, I don't understand why things have to be sexy when you're dressing up as something.
Yeah.
Like
Fair.
if you're gonna be cotton candy, why would that be sexy? That's not sexy.
No, yeah, I'd actually
Like if
probably
you're
wear
gonna be
like
a
a
nurse, if you're gonna be a clown, clowns aren't sexy. What the fuck is wrong with you?
yeah.
Lions aren't sexy. Like, why have we decided that's a thing? Like, why don't you just dress up as that thing? Or just dress up as a whore? Like, I just don't understand why people are like, I'm a sexy nurse. Why? Why can't you just be a nurse? I'm a sexy elephant. No. And this is because it's nearly October, and this is all the problem with all the adults, isn't it? I'm sexy little Bo Peep. Why? What the fuck is wrong with you? What about little Bo Peep gets you hard?
Well, that's the problem with the world. That's a bigger fundamental issue, I think.
Yeah.
I never looked at it that way before.
It's very weird.
And now I can't unthink it. So
Yeah. You next time you have have a look at some Halloween costumes and just be like, but why is it sexy zombie?
yeah.
Why is it sexy pumpkin? What is
Yeah.
wrong with you? You're a threat to society if you think pumpkins are sexy.
There.
But I understand that was the brief, isn't it? I suppose in the sexy circus vibes.
Yeah.
But I would have
True.
travestied it. I'd have been like, nah, fuck that.
I'm going all in. Yeah. What else happens at that party?
Nothing.
Nothing. That's it, isn't it?
It's just rouse.
And then we flash forward to the reunion, and they've got one of those giant fucking screens.
Yeah, one of those it's like at the IMAX.
Where's Bravo getting the budget for that?
I feel like they were just let in somewhere that had
Oh.
one. I feel like Andy was like, someone was like, yeah, sure, come and have a look around. He was like, cool. Just bought some friends. He just got to like, I don't know, do they have like Back to the Future on Broadway and he just rocked up for the day?
Maybe.
I'm like, you got to be done by 2:30. Frozen's in. But yeah, I mean, it looks great.
Yeah.
Though I worry that the lighting is quite full on. Everyone looks quite...
Who's your best dressed?
So, I love Jen's dress.
The blue with the
Blue. I
cape
love
slash
professional
thing.
pleating.
Yeah, yeah.
And I really like Taylor's whole vibe.
The ombre thing is
And the
everything.
hair.
Yeah, I
think
love
the
the new
hair makes
haircut.
her mouth make sense.
Her whole face makes more sense with her hair that short.
Yes.
Whole face.
And the texture as well, like having some volume.
Yeah, agreed. Absolutely
Yeah.
agreed.
Don't like Heather's.
I don't mind Heather's.
Yes,
It's
no,
just
it's
like
not
a little
offensive.
black
It's just
dress,
not.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's not playing.
No, Tamara just looks like a whore.
Drama looks ridiculous.
In a not in a good way. You know, like a whore. Sometimes you look good as a whore, and that one's not it.
I think it's interesting that Shannon has sort of chosen to come as Gina in this. Like, don't get me wrong, and we've said it all along. We love them in the neon. Love it.
Yeah, do.
And I think the yellow is great, and that's not easy.
No, I think Shannon looks good.
Yeah, but the
She does look
hair
good.
is like a
It's-
lot.
It's too much. It's too much.
I don't like Gina's dress.
Do you not? I think it looks
Don't
like
think-
a bodysuit that she forgot to do up.
I'm nervous about it, I think. I think
Yeah.
I'm nervous that I'm going to see Cooch.
Oh, 100%. She's not wearing underwear with that dress.
Yeah.
And Emily looks the best for me.
Yeah, Emily looks great. Yeah. But yeah, yeah. I mean, Andy looks great in the clips I've seen.
Yeah, and he does look good.
Mm.
He does.
So yeah, that's us.
Yeah. All
We're
right.
getting Potomac soon.
Oh, I don't know. I want to say it's coming in the fall. Because it was spring last year.
Yeah. Well, no. Oh,
Was
who
it
knows?
spring this year?
It was.
So it's not going to be until next year we get it.
No, I think it's coming soon. It was their spring. It was our autumn, wasn't it?
Was it?
There was a lot of cherry blossom.
Yeah, I don't understand time.
No, who does?
No. All right. Thanks for listening, guys.
We'll be back next week.
We will.
Till then, keep talking to us. Rate, follow, subscribe. Do remixes of Lisa Barlow, rants. Dance around your kitchen. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.